Right. In yesterday's class, we discussed about limit. See the introduction to the concept of limit as well as left hand limit, right hand limit. See the basic ideas of left and right hand limits. And as I mentioned you, the real use of limit happens for the functions whose definition is different, whose behavior is different from point to point. If the function definition is different in piecewise, if the function behavior is different at different points, then the real use of limits will arise. And for the regular functions, actually there is no use with the concept of limit. As I mentioned you, if at a particular point, before and after, if the definition of the function is different, and before and after, if the behavior of the function is different, then really limit helps a lot to analyze the function. For regular functions, limit is just directly equals to the functional value, and this we discussed in the previous class. Now in this class I am going to solve some problems. So to find out the problems on limits, to solve the problems on limits, we use different methods. Basically I will give you some idea related to each and every method, and after that in limits we will derive many formulas, and using those formulas we can solve so many problems. First of all, I will introduce you different methods how to solve the problems on limits. So among those, the first one, and here we are going to find the limit, and this is if based on the definition of function. Okay, as I mentioned you, there are some problems. Okay, we will use problems of limits based on definition of the function and based on graph of the function. Okay, using some new constant h, using new constant h. These are different methods to solve the problems on limits. Okay, based on definition, based on graph, using new constant h. Okay, and then formulae. All these are different methods to solve the problems, and now the problem on the board is based on the definition of the function. Okay, right, based on definition. So f of x is given here, just have a look. F of x is given. F of x is a different function, and f of x is just equals to the x square minus 1 if minus 1 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 1. Just have a look. If x value is in between minus 1 and 1, f of x is x square minus 1. And if x value is in between 1 and 3, f of x is equals to 3x. So f of x is just 3x if the values of x are in between 1 and 3. And f of x is equals to 9 if 3 less than x less than or equals to 9. And now the question is to find the limit of f of x. We need to find the limit of f of x at different points. At x is equals to 1, at x is equals to 3, at x is equals to 4, at x is equals to 2, at x is equals to 7, at x is equals to minus 1, at x is equals to 10. That means there are many problems involved with this problem. Okay, to discuss, to analyze, I mentioned everything here. So as I mentioned you, limit of the function is different for different points. Okay, first of all limit, next limit of a function, and then limit of a function at different points. So I mentioned you some points here. Okay, right, I mentioned 1 here, 3 here, 2 here, 4 here, but 4.55, those points are not, I won't mention those points here, but there is a discussion of limit at those points also. Okay, but here just we are discussing the limit of function f of x, and that f of x is this at these different points. First of all, you just think about at 1. Okay, at each and every point I will discuss. First of all, at x is equals to 1. Right, as I mentioned you in the previous class, to discuss the limit of a function at a point, we need to think about left hand limit as well as the right hand limit. Okay, at 1, basically what is function? First of all, you need to think about the function at that particular point. See, 1, This is f of x, and when you observe this function, if x is less than 1, the function is x square minus 1. And if 1 less than x, in the sense x greater than 1, right? If x is greater than 1, then the function is directly equals to 3x. That in the sense, the definition of the function is different before and after the point 1. And so, we need to think about left hand limit as well as the right hand limit. Okay? First of all, LH is simply left hand limit. That is, limit x tends to 1 minus f of x. See, 1 minus is different from minus 1. Minus 1 is just a negative number, negative of 1. It's an integer, you know it, okay? But 1 minus is the concept, okay? What it means? X tends to 1 minus. X tends to 1 minus in the sense, x value is very nearer to a as well as x value is less than a, okay? So, limit x tends to 1 minus f of x. Here x tends to 1 minus, as I mentioned you, x value is less than 1. Since x value is less than 1, what is f of x? If x is less than 1, f of x is x square minus 1. You just replace f of x with x square minus 1. If you change this x tends to 1 minus as limit x tends to 1. X square minus 1. Okay, just have a look. Here, depending on that x tends to 1 minus means x less than 1, x approaches to 1. Both together, we write it as x tends to 1 minus. If you use x less than 1, then there is no use to write that x tends to 1 minus. Enough to use x tends to 1. Okay, once again, I will explain for you. X tends to 1 minus. Okay, it means x less than 1 as well as x is very nearer to 1, x is tending to 1. Based on this x less than 1, I just replaced this f of x with x square minus 1. That means utilization of this x less than 1 is completed. Then the next thing is x tends to 1. So it is enough to write that x tends to 1 now. Okay. So limit x tends to 1 minus f of x is equals to limit x tends to 1 x square minus 1. Yeah. Now at the end, limit x tends to 1 x square minus 1. Right. So now if you as x tending to 1, we are thinking about x square minus 1. So the behavior of the function, now x square minus 1 will become like a regular function. So its value is simply 1 square minus 1, which is equals to 0. Here limit value is 0, left hand limit value is 0. Left hand limit value is 0, but actually what it means? But actual meaning is as x is approaching to 1 from left side, functional value f of x is approaching to 0. As x is approaching to 1 from left side, functional value is approaching to 0. That's the actual meaning. Okay. And now what to say about the right hand limit? Now right hand limit is simply nothing but limit x tends to 1 plus f of x. Just have a look. Limit x tends to 1 plus f of x. So x tends to 1 plus means x is approaching to 1 from right side. X value is more than 1 and x is very nearer to 1. X value is more than 1. First use it. As x value is more than 1, 1 less than x and x greater than 1 both are same. So as x greater than 1, that f of x is simply nothing but 3x. So we can write it like this: limit x tends to 1 3x. Just observe it. Here in x tends to 1 minus, two different aspects are involved. One thing is x greater than 1, other thing is x approaching to 1. X greater than 1, I used it in replacing f of x as 3x. But x tending to 1, I need to use. X is tending to 1 from right side actually. Now x is tending to 1 and the function is 3x, which is simply 3 into 1, which is equals to 3. Now here, the left hand limit value is 0, the right hand limit value is 3. So at this particular point 1, left hand limit is not equals to right hand limit, because left hand limit is 0, which is not equals to right hand limit 3. So in this case we say that, so limit x tends to 1 f of x not exist. We say like this, okay, limit x tends to 1 f of x not exist. Is it clear? Right. This is at x is equals to 1. Now the next point is we need to discuss limit of the function at x is equals to 3. Okay, I will erase it for the space and then I will discuss at x is equals to 3. Okay, first observe everything. At the end of this problem, I think you all get a clear idea related to the problem solving of limits, right? At x is equals to 3, right? Again at x is equals to 3. First of all, in the neighborhood of 3, that in the sense left side of 3, right side of 3, what is the function? First of all, think it. Okay, here x less than or equals to 3, f of x is 3x. Here 3 less than x in the sense x greater than 3, f of x is 9. So left side of x, the function is 3x, right side of x, the function is 9. Okay, so you need to discuss left hand limit, right hand limit and everything. Now left hand limit. Left hand limit is equals to limit x tends to 3. Limit x tends to 3 minus f of x. Left hand limit is limit x tends to 3 minus f of x. And this is equals to, again as I mentioned you, x tends to 3 minus involves with two aspects. One thing is x less than 3. Other thing is x approaching to 3. So you just write that x approaching to 3. And x less than 3, use it. Since x less than 3, f of x is 3x, replace with 3x. Limit x tends to 3, 3x. Now x is approaching to 3, so replace x with 3, 3 into 3, which is equals to 9. Left hand limit at x is equals to 3 is 9. Now what you say about right hand limit? See, right hand limit means the notation is this: limit x tends to 3 plus f of x. X tends to 3 plus. Again, x tends to 3 plus means two aspects. One, x is more than 3. Other one, x is nearer to 3. X greater than 3, x approaching to 3. X greater than 3, use it and replace f of x with this function, okay, which means 9. 3 less than x means x greater than 3, right? So since we are using the 3 plus, so just it is enough to write x tends to 3 and replace f of x as 9. Now this 9 is a constant value. X is tending to 3. Since there is no x in this expression, in this function, so no need to replace x. Since there is no x, so simply your answer is 9. At the end, if you look, left hand limit is 9. Right hand limit is 9. At the point 3. So for the function f of x, limit value at x is equals to 3 is 9 because these two are equal. So now at this point 1, what I need to mention is left hand limit is equals to right hand limit. Since left hand limit and right hand limit are equal, we will simply write limit x tends to 3 f of x is equals to 9 and that limit value exists. Okay, at x is equals to 1, it is okay. At x is equals to 3, it is okay, right? So basically when you look at the function less than 1, greater than 1, so at 1 the function definition is different before and after. Less than 3, greater than 3. At 3 the function definition is different before and after. So basically usually the problems, the questions ask you to find limits at those points, okay? We call them also as critical points because the function definition is different. Okay, those 2 points are over, but I gave you different points actually to discuss the limits. Now you need to find out the at the point 4 limit of the function at x is equals to 4. Again for the space I am erasing this. Okay, everybody you just pay attention and then have a look. Okay, at x is equals to 3, what you say about limit at x is equals to 4? Now first of all, what we need to do? We need to think about the function in the surroundings of 4. Left side of 4, right side of 4. Just look at the function. In between 1 and 3, 3x. In between 3 and 7, it is 9. Look there, in between 3 and 7. See, in between 3 and 7, 4 is also involved, right? So for 3, more than 3, 4, less than 4, more than 4, 5, less than 5, more than 5, 6, less than 6, more than 6, 7, less than 7, only less than 7. For all those points of x, the function is simply 9 only. That in the sense, in the surroundings of 4, either in left side as well as right side, the function definition is same. Okay, so as x less than 4 or x greater than 4 or x is equals to 4, in all these cases our f of x is simply 9. Okay, f of x is not different before and after, and that's why no need to discuss left hand limit and right hand limit here. Directly it is enough to discuss limit x tends to 4 f of x. As x is tending to 4, functional value is 9 and your answer is 9. Actually no need to discuss. If you wish, write it, no problem. If you wish, write limit x tends to 4 minus x less than 4, f of x is 9, your answer is 9. If you wish, write limit x tends to 4 plus x greater than 4, f of x is 9, your answer is 9. But the function definition is same before and after 4, so no need to take left and right, directly enough to write the limit of the function as 9. So at this function 4, limit exists and that limit value is simply f of 4, functional value directly. Why? Because there is no difference before and after, right? And that's why I am just treating the limit value as functional value. Otherwise you just say limit exists and the value is 9. Okay, right? At 4 it is clear. Okay, and then we need to think about the point 2. Right, see, first of all, to discuss the limit value at x is equals to 2, the limit of the function at x is equals to 2, we need to think about the function before and after 2. 2, where is the number 2? Number 2 is in between 1 and 3, right? 2 is in between 1 and 3. From 1 up to 3, the function is just 3x. In between them 2 is there. So just left side of 2 and just right side of 2, just left and just right. Okay, in the surroundings of 2, in the neighborhood of 2, the function definition is 3x only. So the function definition is not changing before and after. As x less than 2, as x greater than 2, as x is equals to 2, the function definition is same as 3x. Since the function definition is same before and after that, no need to discuss left and right, directly write limit x tends to 2 f of x, which is simply nothing but limit x tends to 3x is equals to 3 into 2. Okay, and that 3 into 2 is 6. So the limit value at x is equals to 2 is 6. What I am saying is, since the function definition is not different before and after, no need to discuss. If you wish, discuss left limit, no problem, it is 6. If you wish, discuss right limit, it is 6. Okay, discussion is possible, but no use with the discussion. That's what I am mentioning. Okay, so at x is equals to 2, again the limit value is 6. Okay, at 1, limit not exist. At 3, limit is 9. At 4, limit value is 9. At 2, limit value is 6. Now I need to think about at x is equals to 7. What we need to find, what is the limit value at x is equals to 7. Okay, at x is equals to 7. Now just look there, is 7 is just an extreme point of the last case. If x less than 7, the function is just 9. If x greater than 7, after 7, what is the function? See, this particular function is given in between minus 1 and 1, in between 1 and 3, in between 3 and 7, that in the sense starting from minus 1 up to 7 only, the function definitions is given. After 7, there is no definition for the function. That in the sense, before 7 and after 7, the function definition is different. Okay, if as x less than 7, as per the given problem, f of x is equals to 9. As x less than 7, f of x is 9. But as x greater than 7, f of x not exist. There is no definition for f of x. Is it right? So since left side of 7, f of x is 9, right side of 7, function not exist. So if anybody asks you to find left limit, limit x tends to 7 minus f of x. So left limit, okay, I think you know it, left hand limit, right? Limit x tends to 7 minus f of x. So I can replace it like this, limit x tends to 7, 9, and that is equals to 9, right? And now when you think about the right limit, limit x tends to 7 plus f of x. as x tends to 7 plus x value is more than 7. So after 7 function not exist actually, so limit x tends to 7 plus f of x not exist. Then at x is equals to 7, left limit exists and it is 9. Right limit not exist. And at the end you say limit also not exist. Okay. So for 7 you need to mention that left hand limit exist, right hand limit not exist. Since left exists and right not exist, finally you say what? Limit not exist at x is equals to 7. But if anybody asks you to find only left limit, say it as 9, no problem. If anybody asks you to find right limit not exist, that's your response. But if they ask you to find the limit also not exist because left and right are not equal. Okay, at x is equals to 7, this is the discussion. In the same way, I mentioned you here x is equals to minus 1. We need to discuss the limit of the function f of x at x is equals to minus 1. Okay, right. See again that minus 1 is also an extreme point of the given definition. At x is equals to minus 1. You just look there, minus 1. See, minus 1 less than or equals to x. That means x greater than or equals to minus 1, the function exists, but left side of minus 1, there is no function here. So, x less than minus 1, f of x is equals to, there is no definition, not exist. X greater than minus 1, f of x exists, and its rule is x square minus 1. Because minus 1 less than x is nothing but x greater than minus 1. Now, if you think about left hand limit, we need to write like this. Limit x tends to, the number is minus 1. Since we are discussing left limit, again you need to use minus there. Okay? Limit x tends to minus 1 minus f of x. But left side of minus 1, since the definition is not there, so left hand limit not exist. But whereas if you think about the right hand limit x tends to minus 1 plus, minus 1 is the number, right side of that minus 1 we are discussing the limit, so limit x tends to minus 1 plus f of x. So what you say that f of x? That f of x is here, right side of minus 1, which is x square minus 1 as I mentioned. So this is equals to limit x tends to minus 1 plus x square minus 1. No need to use plus now because the definition is already used. So this is equals to minus 1 square minus 1, which is equals to 0. So at the end if you think, the right hand limit is what? 3, whereas the left hand limit is what? Not exist. Is it right? So at the end I will conclude that at minus 1, left limit not exist, right limit exist, and that right limit value is 0. Is it clear? Right. And one more point also I mentioned you here, the point number 10 here. Okay, at x is equals to 10, what will happen? Just have a look. At x is equals to 10, see the function is just defined from minus 1 to 7. It is not defined after 7, it is not defined before minus 1. So at x is equals to 10, actually there is no definition for the function. Function is not there at 10, before 10, after 10, yet 10, there is no function. So no need to discuss left and right because there is no function there. Directly we say that limit x tends to 10 f of x not exist because the function is not defined. Because 10 is not there in the domain of f of x, and that's why there is no function, there is no limit at that point. So in this way, we can discuss limits for the given functions at different points. I mentioned